All right, everybody, it's time to get it on. We are doing Born Again, the first two episodes from the highly anticipated Daredevil show. Stay tuned, and here we go. It's patrol time. All right, man, we are back. Welcome to Fans of Patrol. I'm the host of Fans of Patrol. With me is my animated co-host, Miss Tiffelbot. How are you doing?
I'm little dance for this Sunday.
Yeah.
Doing great. How about you?
I'm doing just capital, man. I almost feel like I'm out of stuff to say. We've been talking.
We were talking off camera. It was good. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Be some jackasses sometime, and it was good, juicy.
It was a good. We were dogging on some Batman and raising some other ones up.
Yeah.
So sorry about that.
So last night, I'm not gonna play a clip of it though, but last night they had a trailer come out for. It was weird that it came out last night. The season 2 of The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Tiff. Does that make you excited? Did you ever finish the first season?
I didn't.
Wow, Tiff, it was really, really good.
I know. Here's the thing. I am going to watch it. Guys, I am a depressed person. It's all year long. It's all seasons. Sometimes that makes you go like this at night.
Well.
You just stare into nothing. The void has you. You cannot watch television.
So,
anyway, I'm back.
So I did like it. I really did like it. It was really good.
So how did you feel?
When I saw it, I was like, okay.
The trailer.
It made me go buy the second video game, which I was told to avoid. People who are
no, it's good. You should
really well. I'm like, how could it be bad when the first one was so good? Because I played the, I'm late to the PlayStation world and stuff, and so I bought the remastered copy the winter before last. Played that. I was like, oh, this is good. Scary as hell, and I'm glad it was over with. I was glad it was over with because them damn tickers.
You're like, I did it. I finished.
Right. So I never got around to buying the second one because I literally had a number of people talking about, I don't get that one. It ain't one. I'm like, oh, really? And so then when I saw the show was coming out, I said, oh, I'm gonna go play the game before the show come out because it's supposed to come out in April. And so, yeah, so I'm excited about that. Tell you something else I'm excited about too. Remember I told you I got that unlimited subscription back for a few bucks a month, and I have been reading a lot of comic books, man. I got caught up on Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Miles Morales, and it's just nice because you can just keep reading. The 16 copies, of each one I've read, and it's just nice that you don't have to wait and forget about what the hell is going on in this book the next month. You know what I'm saying? So I love cheating. I don't know.
And also just like that, comics are great. They are a fucking mess to keep a hold of. And then you feel weird getting rid of them, like throwing them in the garbage. I know someone
like throwing away treasure. You're like, oh my.
I know someone who just reads them, throws them in the garbage.
Shit. No way.
It doesn't feel right, right? Even if you're like, and I buy comics that like, they tend to increase in value, but it's like a weird imamed value because no one.
What kind of friend is this? I would be like, hey, I'll take your trash. Just throw it in the corner and I'll come get them. However,
he's living a very free life.
However soon you want me to come get them, I'll come get them. Month,
I'll be there.
Weekly, tell me what you want.
Like Jesus. So like he's living free.
It's too free.
It's too free. It's too free. But yeah, so it's like cool that you don't have to have it's weird to say mess, but mess.
Yeah, because I have boxes and boxes. Boxes. I have some long boxes. I have regular boxes. I got them all. I have kept them all, and maybe 1,000 years I might go in there and start looking at them and be like, oh man, it's great. And because the older you get, you guys, the worse your memory gets. And you can literally pick up that old stuff and be like, yeah, I don't know nothing.
No, got nothing in here. I'm going to relive it. I'm going to have that fresh feeling.
Yeah. But
what I have is just like the stuff that, like sometimes I consolidate. Like if I have a set, I might buy the book and then get rid of the singles. Yeah, because I don't want to like, if I really want the book, but I don't want all the singles.
I got the regular. I don't throw.
You got them all.
I don't throw them any.
I was reading Morning Glories for the longest time, which is a independent comic that like
we're talking. We're talking,
and it's set in a school and all these weird stuff. It was really good, but there was just so many of them. I couldn't sustain that amount of comics in my home.
Yeah.
So I have like the big bound copies of them.
Yeah. I have to maybe let's just measure it by Xerox paper boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe about 20 of those. Maybe
Ooh,
maybe a
yeah.
little more. That's being generous. But they're not in the way. I literally have them someplace, that they're out of the way. So I haven't gotten to that point where I'm opening my garage and the shit is spilling out and all that.
And you're like, this has gotta go.
Yeah, the dumb shit we do as collectors, right? Because I stopped doing that because they were costing me $100 a week for comics. You know what I'm saying? And then during the pandemic, I went through that spurt where I would buy that behind me all that little plastic shit that was costing like $300, $500 for those
dolls.
damn.
Don't play. It's dolls.
And I have so many upstairs, and I have many that I just left in the box. So I have to have, it has to be about 16 of them. I never took out the box, and I came to my senses really quickly with that one because it was just so expensive. I was like, what am I doing? Stop buying this shit, because especially when you get to the point where, you don't have any place to really put it.
Yeah.
I've been saying I was going to do a Wayfair and get a display case to put down right over there, if in my basement, because it's actually a bookcase there and it's got a bunch of junk on it. I said I can put it there, put some cool lights on it, and display the rest of them and never buy them again. And so I don't anticipate seeing myself. I think the last one I bought, coincidentally, was a 1/6 scale Robert Pattinson Batman, who we were.
Well. We were just talking about him.
Talking about that because I confess that I believe 100%. I don't give a damn how y'all feel. He is 100% my favorite Batman that has ever put Cape and Cowl on the silver screen. He's dope. He's dope. He's dope. I love it. I want to see more of that. I really do. I don't want to see a goofy Batman in the James Gunn universe. They talk about.
You want to see a sad Batman? Well, he was sad. Just sad done well.
He was sad and actually mean, is which I like. He had a meanness about him. He wasn't a good dude. Look at the way he was treating Alfred and stuff. And, he was going through a thing. And
mm-hmm.
he didn't even have any appreciation for Alfred until the end of the movie. He was like, damn, he's a mean old bastard. He's a mean Batman. Yeah, he's sad, but
he's mean.
Had the coolest Batmobile I've ever seen in my life, though. I can tell you that. I love that damn car. That damn looked like a Mad Max mobile, just running over people and stuff. Chasing. Speaking of Penguins,
sorry.
Did you ever finish watching the Penguins on
I didn't.
Damn it, Tiff. That best show.
I'm not. I like it.
Colin,
it's not like I dislike it.
He have won everything. I know he won something for that, but
he did. He won the best actor.
He should have. God damn it! They should have put it in the theaters, and so he could have won an Oscar for it. Because but who knows the Oscars? All them damn movies for the Oscars this year. I was like, what?
That was crazy.
What is all this shit? I ain't never heard of this shit. You're like, and it's like that for the Oscars a lot. But this one was really I don't know what the hell all this stuff is. Goodness gracious, ain't nothing that would be half-ass mainstream.
I was gonna say something about how my brain just went totally blank. It's fine. I love the only movie I saw from the Oscars was The Substance, which I really did love. But
about it. I don't know.
I don't think you'd
never even heard of that shit before. I mean, it was really, really, really dry for me this year. Normally, there's some things that catch my.
You see one or two things, and you're like, oh yeah, either you've seen it or you want to see it.
Yeah, but it ain't even shit that I wanted to see, right? Even when they start showing you stuff for the Oscars, you're like, oh yeah, that's
you're like, damn, I forgot about that.
Nope. Nope.
I remember what I was gonna say about collecting. Mm-hmm. You got all the dolls and but you have space for them. I saw this documentary recently about people who collect Star Wars memorabilia
to the point they can't even move in their house and all that.
Bro, it was the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. So this one guy seemed fine as far as his storage capabilities because he had a big garage.
And he some of these people you're talking about.
Yes, this one probably because this one guy had we may have talked about this before because he needed to have the number of TIE fighters.
No, we ain't talking about this, but
that fought the Death Star or whatever. He needed to have the exact number of so for every toy that was released, he would buy
the same number of the TIE fighters that.
Correct. And then he had them all in this big, what do I want to say, kind of like a warehouse. type situation.
You can't even enjoy it.
Like, you're not even, are you enjoying these things?
No,
but there was this guy that I saw. This one really took the cake. He had so much shit. He lived in New York City and he had 2 kids and a wife.
How?
And the room.
But go ahead.
They had to sleep. The children had to sleep in the living room because the other room that they had was so full of Star Wars stuff. Now, here's the thing.
I don't understand.
That's when you get to that point. That's your children hate you because you chose Star Wars over their comfort.
Can't sleep on the X-wing, and you know the kids.
You can't have a bedroom.
The kids aren't even allowed to touch the shit.
No, they're not even out of the packages. Of course, it's just rows and rows of hung up, unopened toys.
Yeah. Well,
and your children don't have a place to sleep at night.
If anybody can see with my life of collectibles, I'm an out of the package man. I'll be damned if I buy this shit.
Out of the package man.
I must have tactile contact with everything I come across. Like Matt Murdock, be all on your face.
What's this like idea that like you would keep something in the box to keep it valuable?
Oh, that's what
but being valuable only matters if you intend to sell it, and these people don't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like, what is that? It's a compulsion. It's like an illness.
Yeah, it's compulsion. And I've talked to some people. No, I've seen people say that. Yeah, is this a problem? You don't want to be like me. Blah, 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 blah. Especially the more money these bastards make. Then they start getting these YouTube channels. I'm unboxing this bullshit, and you're like, okay, well, you spend all. Well, I guess you like what you like. Let me say that. So I don't want to be judgy here. Most of my collectibles, I'll try to make it seem cool, was purchased under the duress of alcohol. Just,
The alcohol said it was a good idea, and I agree.
At the time, I'm like, payment.
You're correct. Thank you.
And I've
add to cart, purchase.
Exactly. Yeah, so enough of those. So, man, Last of Us coming, which I'm actually pretty excited about. This time, I think that when it comes out, what I've been doing is not watching stuff. So I really didn't
holding it out.
Yeah, I really didn't even want to watch Born Again because I said just leave it alone, because I don't like having to wait. And so Jack Reacher is on. I watched the first 2, so I messed up because on Amazon they show all the like thumbnails, but you couldn't. Only 3 of them was open, So I.
That's right.
I was like, you bastards, So
that's right.
So now I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for it to be over with. The hell with the hype and all that stuff. Even with this Born Again, I won't watch it again until it's done. Just because I'd rather not wait. I'd rather watch it.
Yeah, I think it's and it sounds maybe to people that like, oh, you can't just like enjoy something as it comes. Here's the thing. I actually don't mind an episodic television show, but television shows that are given to us episodically now are not treated episodically. No, they are not cut like an episodic television show. 100%. They are cut like a movie that is in chunks.
And it never ends.
So the viewing experience isn't as fulfilling one episode at a time.
Not close at the end and they're all smiling going, ha, ha, ha.
Correct. It's
right.
Not the same formula, but they're treating it the same. And they're not treating it the same to give you that experience, obviously. They're treating it the same so that you don't just turn on Amazon or Apple Plus or whatever and then turn it back off again when you're done watching the only show you want to watch.
That's a great point.
Just watched.
That's a great point.
I just watched Squid Game.
Oh, did you?
The second season? Yeah.
How'd you like it?
I loved it. I was really scared because I was like, they're going to go back here and it's going to be a rehash. But they managed to keep it fresh and really fun. And the one thing I say that I really appreciate about Squid Game is that if they leave your ass on a cliffhanger, the next episode is right back there where you started. They don't go like some shows will like show something really dramatic happening and then the next episode will show a different part of something else that's happening before they go back to what you want to see. They don't do that. Your ass is right back there. Moving on.
Anything else going on that we might be interested in to anybody? I guess we can get into this.
I was talking to a coworker and she's a lot younger than I am.
Yes. Little whippersnapper. Go ahead.
And so there used to be this show that I've never heard of before for kids, for teens. I don't know. It was called Nicky, Ricky, Dickie, and Dawn.
I think my kids watch that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, and she was talking about it, and I was like, I ain't never heard of this shit. Like, I don't know this stuff.
You had
and
sound familiar.
And
Never watch it with them? No.
But then she was like, I don't think any of those people are like went anywhere. But then it turns out one of these kids is, so we were looking it up, one of the kids is 5 from Umbrella Academy.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, what? It was very exciting to see. Like, he's my
favorite.
Besides Klaus. I love Klaus. Ew. I know. What? So it's like kind of like they're tied, but I love them both.
Did you watch any of this season's?
Yeah.
Oh my! So I haven't finished it, right?
Yeah.
That damn kid song was stuck in my head so bad
oh my God, when that's okay. So I will tell you that I don't have children. I also like make it a point to avoid shit like this. But I interacted I had that little bit of Baby Shark situations because I work in a library. Okay. That's where my office.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing. My wife is a teacher.
Yeah, it's a big thing. So they start playing that, and I had sort of successfully avoided hearing the whole song until that point.
They played the hell out of that song.
And then, just like everyone else, you like leave and you're in the kitchen, you're washing dishes, and you're like,
I was doing it. I was doing it. I was walking around at work doing it like, ooh.
Yeah, because it's a children's song, and children's songs are just meant to be the most earworm of earworms. It appeals to you on like the most human level.
So with Klaus, for this season, just when you think that how wild could Klaus act, this shtick is gonna get old with Klaus. Then he's acting like a mother hen with his knee. And I'm like, God damn this. I'm still interested in Klaus, no matter. You feel like he would have peaked a long time ago, but no, he hasn't. He's still, I still love him.
He's so great.
I love 5 too. I love that.
5 is just, I don't know.
How grown.
Perfect.
And curmudgeon, his old ass, that little body, that kid plays the hell out of that role, man,
Oh my God.
So good. Those are definitely my 2 favorite characters in there, but I only got to like right after the Baby Shark thing, those people that came and they massacred whatever the hell was on that farm, and that's the last one I saw, and so I was like, oh shit. I actually forgot about it. Yeah, that's some good watching.
And that's what I'm remembering, right? So I got some stuff to watch, and then it's just over. This is the end.
And it kind of felt like
it could be, but it could not be the end. This could be the end for you.
Well, I can tell you one thing about this season. So far, this season feels way better than the last season. I didn't really care for the last season that much in that hotel and stuff, and
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I just think it, but also I've admitted that I just love it so much that it would be hard for me to judge it.
Yeah.
Beyond that, but the season's like good. Yeah.
The old Umbrella Academy. I forgot all about the damn thing. So we have Daredevil Born Again, man. So it's not.
He's back.
Yeah.
He's found Jesus.
And it's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. So let me just throw the intros in here. Episode guide says 17. Really? How they're not doing 17 this season?
17 episodes?
Maybe. I know it's been cleared for the next season. That's what this thing says. I don't know. Daredevil Born Again, TV series 2025, TV mature. It better be. Let me see.
Mature.
Matt Murdock finds himself on a collision course with Wilson Fisk, and their past identities begin to emerge. That's all it says. Maybe about 3 or 4 people who's gonna be in this, Tiff.
Yeah, so like we've only interacted with a few people. Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh God, you gotta love him.
Margarita Lavieva.
Yeah.
Deborah Ann Wall, Eldon Henson. Then there's a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Sabrina Guevara.
Nikki James is in this, and I can't tell if I give a shit about her character or not so far, but that's the partner lawyer.
Yep.
Yeah. So man, I guess before we go any further, it is time for the old one. Anyway. So it's only been 2 episodes, Tiff. What's your one word for this?
I'm afraid.
Okay.
It's boring.
Well, you don't like Daredevil.
Yeah, it's boring.
First, which has always boggled my mind, so I'm not surprised at all.
What did you feel?
Phenomenal. That's my phenomenal. And then
that's surprising.
For a bunch of shit. I love the pace of these Daredevil and even the last series. Now, there's a lot going on here, boys and girls. Let's pull up a chair. Uncle Tago is going to tell you how this. So it's my recollection that they announced Marvel Born Again. They said they were going to bring back this person, this person, this person. We never knew. Now they're talking about doing a season 2 to the team up show, which was terrible. The heroes.
Oh yes,
yeah,
Defenders, something like
right.
that.
They're talking about doing a season 2 to that. So this is Born Again season 1, right? So it's my recollection that a couple years ago, at the end of the Comic-Con, I mean, at the end of, I think they did D23, not last year, but the year before, they were like, yeah, we finished shooting, it's coming out. And they brought, Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio and Kevin Feige out on the stage. And, it's like, yeah, it's about done. We got some Daredevil and She-Hulk in the old suit, a very lighthearted, almost sticky Daredevil, making jokes and shit. And it was just like, oh, hey, what are you doing to my Daredevil? We got the actor, but he's not really acting. We saw Charlie Cox in Spider-Man when he grabbed the brick, one of the dopest scenes. It's like, oh, shit, Daredevil, that's all you need. They go too far with all this bullshit, right? Because that's all you're going to do is have the actor come in and do one little thing, and you be like, oh, shit. So they said they had finished it, and then we got very super fat Vincent D'Onofrio in a Kingpin suit, in Hawkeye. And he was acting different. You were like... But then you also got Wilson Fisk in that show Echo, which I could only... Oh, my God. I love talking to Dwayne about Echo. I only got to 3 episodes, Tiff. I couldn't do it. It sucked ass. I couldn't stand it. I'm saying, this is some bullshit. So I never finished Echo. And it was my cousin Chino. He was telling me, he was like, I want to know what you feel about this. And I was like, well, I don't really want to watch it. He was like, no, you got to watch it, but I want to know what he was waiting for me to trash it. You know what I'm saying? Cause
tell me this.
Right. And I was like, oh, it's horrible. I can't do it. I was like, I can't waste any more of my time with this bullshit. It was horrible. So turns out they flushed the entire everything they had filmed with these actors. The Born Again thing was gone. They said they were going to reshoot. And I was like, damn, well, I'm glad they're still doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought they were going to be like, it's off the table, it's gone, we're not doing it because it sucks. So they got rid of it. So I think they were like in the mold of the characters. They were trying to like MCU them some kind of way, but they were kind of cartoony. So when I started watching this and realized that it was a continuation from the dope-ass Netflix series, I couldn't have been happier. It was like some time away, like almost 10 years since it's been about 8 years since the Netflix show. But, they almost did a real-time update with this stuff. And I was like, hell yeah, because the Netflix shit is dope. It's so dope. It's so dope. I'm rewatching it, and my wife is over my shoulder watching. So this is good. She don't like all the violence. I was like, no, this shit is violent.
Oh, I like the violence.
And the violence is proportionate in the comic books. Those Daredevil books, they all violent. They super violent, so it's fine, So, man, let's get into it. So we got a mature Foggy. I figured Tiff would like to
look at him
without the law.
So handsome.
Got a little beard action going there.
I was into Foggy. I was like, holy shit, we got a hot Foggy. And then they took his ass out so fast. I was like, no.
I did not like that part of it because
I am confused.
I like the Matt Foggy dynamic, especially after he found out he had powers and stuff. Like, it was this vigilante in the last season. They discovered not everybody knows, but they stopped doing the dumb comic book stuff like with the Superman glasses. People found out. And that was dope, man. I'm like, that's cool because you hate the dumbass lies and shit, and you like when, maybe they might just be concerned that he getting into something he probably can't handle, but they shot Foggy in the heart.
I thought he's gonna make it. He's Foggy.
Shit, he got shot in the heart by bull.
I know, but here's the thing. When I saw him get shot, I was like, there's no way he's gonna survive that. And then I thought, but they're gonna make it somehow work because that's what they do. They didn't, everybody. But then we have a Daredevil fight.
Well, Foggy is actually killed from his own stupidity, right? Because it's his fault.
Who is he hiding? I'm so sorry that I don't remember any of this.
Well, this stuff is not connected to the last one. I mean, this was a whole new case. So basically, he's hiding a witness instead of letting the cops hide the witness. He's hiding them in his apartment. The witness give up the ghost quick. Yeah, he on your way to get your ass. I'm like, damn, dude, you did a couple beatdowns and you give it up, huh? So Bullseye goes up and he shoots Foggy in the heart. But holy shit, this show reminded you that no. This is the Netflix Daredevil. Because that fight and those knives, Matt being a pincushion, just getting stabby. Holy shit.
I will say, fine. Loved it in some ways, but also every fight scene is covered in smoke or a blinking light. Because that's a little loose. It feels like the choreography is a little loose.
Oh, I thought it looked good.
But I will say, so we have this big fight. It goes through the building.
Yeah.
Up the building.
And he was massacring innocents like nobody's business in there, man. God damn.
It was going off. And then I will say my favorite part of both of these episodes is him pushing his ass off the roof.
Man, I knew it was going to happen. I was sitting there looking. I was like, because that's the thing about Matt Murdock. He does that shit that he gets himself into moral trouble all the time, right? Because he'll do some shit like that, right? And the dude just happens to live, right? But he really was like, fuck.
He was like, he wanted him to die. Yeah.
Alive, Tiff. He fell off a 5-story building.
And they showed you and it was like, splot.
Yeah, it was bad.
You don't splot like that. And here's the thing. I know people actually fall very, very far distances and survive. But when we see this gentleman later, minimal damage.
He didn't even bounce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was like...
We don't know how long it took. Most of the time, stuff like that, it would...
Yeah, it's been a long... But also, like...
That it would.
Time in this show is weird, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But like, yeah, but even then, 6 months, a year, that's not... You would still be looking... After that, you'd be looking... rough.
Well, I would assume it was probably about 2 years before you would actually get to trial because all the different...
Yeah, they don't explain how long anything has been.
You know it's been some time. Just because like, this dude looked... But
then later, that guy that, like, kicks... This is the second episode. I'm assuming we're not going to make too much of a difference between the two.
No, we're just talking. We talking.
The White Tiger.
White Tiger.
Who is dope. I liked seeing White Tiger on there. He's so cool.
What I liked is that they didn't play so the problem with the first Netflix series is it must have been, I think Kevin Feige didn't want any television to have any relation to the cinematic universe, especially that one. Mm-hmm. And they had Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and they couldn't have certain, he treated it like it was like a pariah, like the television. He didn't want them connected, which was like bullshit, Kevin.
Montego calls bullshit,
That was bullshit, Kevin. So even they would reference in the old Netflix show the Battle of New York with Loki and all that shit, but they would say, yeah, some guy with a hammer and the big guy and the guy with the shield. And it was like, what? Don't even mention it if you're going to do that shit. They wanted you to know it was in the same universe, but they couldn't say it. So every time you...
Please, this
is bullshit. Why would you do that? So that's why it was also a huge deal when Matt Murdock was in the Spider-Man, movie and he grabbed, that's what it was like, oh shit, so this shit do exist, but then they tried to like, we're going to make him ours and they're going to be different. Not going to work. I'm so glad they went back to this. So yeah, there was no reference to any other heroes, but in this one, that's over and they mention Spider-Man. They say, running around, in New York is, White Tiger, some guy in a white suit, Daredevil and that Spider guy, and it's just like, call him Spider-Man, quit fucking around. But what I liked about it, going back to my first point, is that magic exists. They're not like, because it was like no magic. Like you see, they even, Matt Murdock's power is almost in the comics is like echolocations. He can see but not see.
Right.
But in this, in a Netflix show, is always a combination of smell, touch, taste, hearing. Is how he did it. They never show that he got radar or something going on, which he always did. So them saying the guy was like, I didn't even have my amulet on. I ain't had no.
Right.
I was like, cool. Powers exist, and it's not that far fetched. So Tiff, let's have a conversation because I'm dying to ask you because I was like, what the fuck? Why was it necessary for Matt Murdock to tell that he was the White Tiger? How did that help your case? Why would you out him like that?
Just.
I mean,
it's almost like he was like bitter because he really still wants to be Daredevil, but for some reason feels like he can't.
Talk about it. No, you don't.
And like, no, you don't. And also, you're worse. You're worse.
Right. And so his boy, the retired cop, found the suit. That's the end of the suit. He take the damn suit, take it to Matt's apartment, and leave it there. Nobody would ever know because
he's like not. Here's the thing: it's really weird that he's like unwilling to compromise his like judicial self when he is so willing. Like you're not even supposed to go to his apartment. So like you've already done something you're not supposed to do. Take the suit.
Yeah.
Take the suit. Also, I feel like rather than people believing that you're something,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's going to be hard to convince someone that you're the White Tiger. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, just hide the suit.
Yes.
And also, I also got to be honest, that's a bad hiding spot.
For the guy? Yeah, just under the bed.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Under the bed in an unlocked box.
Yeah, Matt got a hidden wall in his, you know.
Yeah, like, you know, just a lock. You can just screw that on from Home Depot and just get a little
Well, I like the hidden door. Get your boys to come over or whoever, you know.
Give them the door, Matt. Give them the door.
Get here, so hidden, you know, I need some stuff. But
why didn't you tell me you were the White Tiger? Why didn't you tell me that you are like tell me all the things about me that you don't need to fucking know?
You want to tell me what? You want me to also tell you what kind of style me and my wife have sex in? What the hell you?
Yeah, I also want you to know I've said repeatedly, didn't ask for your help.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. And now you're invading my fucking privacy.
Yeah, I mean they're sitting there with the judge talking about the White Tiger. I'm like, why would they know? Oh my God, why would they know? Nobody knows he was White Tiger. Nobody would have ever known he was White Tiger. So you know, I don't.
But like, so with the White Tiger trial, that's why I'm saying time is weird in this because he killed a cop, whether it was by accident or not, or the defense, right? I'm not like. So he's going to have to go on trial.
Right.
But when we see him go to prison and then when we see him being at a hearing of some kind, I don't know if it's the pre-hearing, he's wearing the same clothes. So has it been like 3 days?
Well, sometimes they can hold you, you know, for like
36 until they charge you.
Right. So that didn't bother me. I was like, okay, they can have you in a couple of days and stuff like that. And then, you know.
But I just could never tell because they were never like very explicit about when it was where, like when she comes back for the sentencing, I got the feeling that it hadn't been that long.
Yeah.
What's her face?
Karen.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, she came in and gave him his little Daredevil horn, and I was like, she said,
so do you want him to do it?
Well, no, she said that she had been trying to reach him. He cut her off. She said,
Yes, and then he tried to reach her, and
but
she
had already cut her off, Chief, you know?
Right. So, you can't go back.
Yeah.
And then he's such an asshole in this one.
Especially after you lost a mutual best friend like that.
Mm-hmm.
Who else you gonna cuddle up with, you know what I'm saying, and get through something like that, you know? So, she brought him the horn back, probably because they had accepted the fact that he was who he was, you know, because even when the shit went down, he looked at him like, he about to kill my witness. You gonna do something? But he looked at him like that. He's like, I'll be back. Yeah, you lured him all the way away. He came back and he shot the dude in the heart. I wonder, I can't wait to see the bigger plot of this because, you know, you killed this dude and I don't understand who does that serve? So then we got Wilson Fisk. He's back. And, you know, Vincent D'Onofrio has lost so much weight. He's pretty much shaped like Charlie Cox now. You know, he's wearing big suits and stuff like that. And
then they even acknowledge it. He's like, when they're at the diner, he's like, "You're not as fat." I was like, "Is this necessary?" we got eyeballs. The audience has eyeballs.
I've seen Vincent. There's a picture.
Yeah,
I was like, God.
Yeah,
I feel look good. He make me I need to lose some weight because shit, he was a weight. I was. Look at him, you know. So he looks good, man. But I love his Kingpin so much. Now, Vanessa is not the same actress that was in the last one. And
okay.
But, Vanessa, I love you so much. What the hell I got to do? And she's like running the shit, right? So, you know, it's such a from our current president, right? With him winning New York and stuff like that. I was like, this is some Trump shit. You got all these people.
Yeah, they're doing a very similar parallel.
Yeah. yeah, criminal. I mean, God damn, super duper criminal. But he wins, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
think the weakest thing so far. So you got the little internet girl who's got that little show. The show is good. The show, the one that they keep showing like in between things,
Mm-hmm. Like BB on the street.
BB on the street, but it looks too mature for her. Like, okay,
she's little.
they brought her in. I couldn't stand her immediately because I was like, this don't match because the work that we're seeing it definitely from a seasoned eye, and then they try to give her some street cred by saying, I'm Ben Ulrich's niece. And I'm like, okay, so what? She has this meeting with Wilson Fisk, which was disastrous because she came in with that dumb, stupid internet sleuth speech, and just shot her wide right from the beginning and got thrown out pretty much. And it's like, that didn't match BB on the street for me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that don't.
Yeah, the energy wasn't the same.
No, it sure wasn't. And I was like, I don't like it. Don't match to me. And if you're gonna have Ben Ulrich's niece, you probably should have made her a little older. You know what I'm saying? Because that work was pretty mature. And I miss that character. They killed him in the Daredevil series and stuff, and I was like, man, that's a character you shouldn't have killed. Sometimes you do shit, and it's just, yeah, you should have brought him back too. But then it was such a big plot thing that he's dead. So I don't think it matched. He matched the work that was from that what we saw, but that actress was like, nah, that's the girl that's doing the stuff on I don't know. You see a lot of young people getting into more political things, but it just didn't match. And her line,
it did, and it didn't, like, when she's, I don't know, it didn't. I agree, it didn't really match.
No, it's like the question she was asking was like, it seemed so centrist. Her unbiased, let me say, unbiased. The BB on the street she was asking a question and letting people say what they wanted to say. There was no leading questions and all this stuff. So anyway, I love Wilson Fisk. I love this whole setup, and I can't wait for it to all be done because the Punisher is going to be in this sucker too. So
yeah, I hope it's good.
Yeah. You found it boring, but
I did because it's just a lot. There's not a lot of fight scenes because although when he whipped those two cops' ass, that was pretty great.
Okay, remind me. I don't remember him whipping cops. Oh,
he goes to he finds the person who was saved on the subway platform, and the cops are coming to kill him. And he comes. That's like the last thing that we see.
That was an ass whooping. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, I was cheering that ass whooping along.
He's gone full, like, you know what I mean, on the other side, basically.
Yeah,
so
they should have left him alone. They just knew. I was like, y'all about to beat a blind man's ass in here. You don't even got to speak, right? Because he wouldn't even know who you were, right? Mouth closed and just walk out, right? But no, you're gonna beat the blind man's ass. You're gonna beat him to death. Is what you was about to do in there. And he broke that dude's arm clean. I was like, ah!
Yeah, that always freaks me out when they do that on shows because like I'm terrified of that happening to me, and I'm just like, not like someone breaking my arm, but like breaking my arm and the bone.
What bugs me is that they do this a lot of movies. They show the arm go, and then in the next scene, the person is using it.
Yeah, no,
they would be like dangling, man. And
I'd be on the ground crying first and foremost.
You're not gonna pull the bone out of the arm the opposite way. And a lot of choreographed, fight scenes. You'll see them literally. It's not the arm is okay in the next punch. They get up and then they use the arm. And you're like, the bone was just sticking out the arm. That didn't happen.
It's not connected. You can't move.
No,
it's done.
It's done. So we will get John Bertha, who I'm glad is coming back. I'm not that happy to see Power Man come back. The character, yes, but I had said it from the beginning. The actor, I forgot his name. I really like him in Evil and some other shit I watch. He just didn't have the essence of that character. His mouth was too clean. There was no cussing. The dude is ghetto. Let's just be real about it, right? Power Man is the most ghetto superhero on the planet, and it's like, okay, I got ghetto friends too. You know what I'm saying? We all different. It's okay to let to let him just be street.
Maybe he will be in this.
Oh, you mean like changing? I don't think the actor is capable. Is what I'm saying. I mean, he's good at playing a nice guy. He's always a nice guy. It's believable. When he was Power Man, he was a nice guy. And it was like, this dude is just too nice. I don't like it. There's no profanity, there's no street stuff. He just felt so disconnected. He looked like him, he looked great. That was about it.
He did.
And I was surprised if they're going to do season 2 of The Defenders. Nobody liked the Kung Fu Man, right? Nope. Everybody hated Finn, whatever his name was, playing this role. And so are they going to bring him back? Because nobody really liked him. I don't think they did it really good either because, those two characters are like best buds and stuff to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Fist and wasn't there, It just wasn't there. Anyway, I know Kristen Ritter is coming back because she been tweeting some putting stuff out, and I've been like, oh, okay. Yeah. And her show was good too, especially at first.
Yeah.
With
the first season's great.
Oh man, god damn. Like I just couldn't imagine dealing with that. I'd be walking around like, ah, just screaming. Every dude was just making people walk up to the top of buildings and just jump off in mass, It was like, damn, him evil. That's just evil. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I don't think I'm looking forward to the rest of it. I know you're done, but you didn't watch them.
Those of you let me know. Maybe I'll change my mind.
Watch the first one. Then I told you the first one, the pacing, especially the second season when they brought the Punisher in there, it was totally different, man. Just 100 miles per hour at that point. So yeah, I don't see any other huge names. Michael Gandolfini. That's
is that Power Man?
Huh? No. He plays.
His name's Michael, though, I think.
Michael Gandolfini.
Is that true?
He's the son of the guy that used to be on The Sopranos, James Gandolfini. So,
that makes sense.
I mean, he played. They did a Sopranos when he.
Oh, is he the guy that's like the little newsman that like is like Wilson Fisk? I'm so excited to be here.
Exactly who it is. Yeah. Again, Will Fisk supposed to be his son. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. No Foggy though. You bastards.
I know. Handsome Foggy? Yeah. What's he doing? He better have another fucking job, bro. I'm gonna be very mad.
I was like, man, Foggy he didn't put the dope on and got a little beard and stuff and got a nice little suit and his hair looked good. Bam! Like,
you're too beautiful for this world, Foggy.
Oh shit!
Could take you out in the first fucking 5 seconds of the show.
That's not even a return.
That's not. You were getting a paycheck, bro.
That's a cameo, is what you did. But you're not famous, so you can't do a cameo. Oh shit!
Breaks my heart.
Yep. Anyway, man, I didn't see any Rosario Dawson in this, so it'd be funny if they throw her in as a real cameo, uncredited. That would be cool because she's a night nurse, man. She's a night nurse with her fine ass. Anyway, I think that's it, man. I think we came to do the damn thing. We didn't got it done. This is a good size show, and that's it, man. I'm the host, Fans Patrol. My name is Montego. With me is my wonderful co-host, Miss Tiffelbot. Say goodbye.
It's been a pleasure as always. I knew what I was going to say. I was waiting.
No, it's all good. So until next week, man, we will be on
Patrol.